We ain't played cowboys and reptiles yet, but it looks like we may be gonna real soon. I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world. Evil must be punished. Just exactly what is going on in the Muslim heaven? What is a reptilian connection with Islam? I will play you a short clip that alludes to the fact that the description of the Muslim heaven is actually a deception put upon human males, unsuspecting human males, to impregnate female reptilians. And this will be explained away by Investigate Islam in more detail, since he knows Arabic and I do not. But clearly, that's what it sounds like to me, and then I'll explain to you more in depth about that after we listen to what he has to say about it.
The prophet, he describing the heaven. Now this is the prophet is talking about the heaven, and he's explaining this verse, not Ibn Kathir. Be careful. وَالَّذِي بَعَثَنِي بِالْحَقِّ. He's swearing by Allah. You don't know about the heaven, about today your wives, and what you will have in the heaven from wives and women and houses. Each man he enter his house and he will see 72 women, 72 wives from what God Allah will create, which means they are not wives from earth, and 2 only from the human, which means their wives who was in the earth. واثنتين من ولد آدم لهما فضل على الله. So Allah will give you 72 women, and the top of them 2 of the women who was in the earth. And he's saying, and you go inside your bedroom, and you will see a diamond or a ruby in the top of a bed made from gold and covered by pearls, and each one of them in the top of it 70 pairs of sundus and istabrak. Sundus and istabrak is one of the best kinds of like clothes, like silk, but it's not silk. It's very, at that time it was very, very expensive, but now nobody want to wear it anymore because it's nothing, it's garbage. So he's promising them they will get the best material for clothes. And he will say, and you will put your hands between her shoulders, and he will see his hand through her body, through her chest and her body, which means, like, you stand up behind your woman, and you put your hand in the top of her boobs. You are in the back, but because she is so white, extremely white, you will be able to see through her back your hand, which means you will see through. Her body is extremely, extremely see-through. So this is how you will see your hand. Use your imagination. From behind of her clothes and her skin and her flesh, وَجِلْدُهَا وَلَحْمُهَا. And even he will see inside the bones, مُخُّ سَاقِهَا. Inside the bones there is something, there is a liquid. You will see even inside that. You will see inside the bones. This is Muhammad talking now, not Ibn Kathir. Be careful, because I know might Muslims say this is Ibn Kathir saying no. This is the Prophet. Prophet repeating that not only once. He yaqul, which means always he repeat that. And he's saying, and you will see what inside her bones, as if you are looking inside a stick of yaqut. Yaqut is a kind of rubies.
Alright, It's a question. I'm in the Lacerta files, which is a female reptile, and she agreed to be interviewed by 2 human beings, and I will get into that in more detail. But one of the questions asked was, what about your body temperature? You said that you enjoy to lay in the sun. What effect has this on your organism? What effect does this have on you is what it probably should say. We are not mammals, and as reptiles our body temperature depends on the temperature of our surroundings. If you touch my hand, you will feel that it is colder than yours because our normal body temperature is around 30 to 30 degrees centigrade. If we sit in the sun, especially naked and with our row of small back plates to the sun, our body temperature can rise for 8 or 9 degrees within minutes. This rise causes a production of many enzymes and hormones in our body. Our heart and brain and every organ becomes more active, and we feel then very, very good. You humans only enjoy to be in the sun, but for us it is the greatest pleasure you can imagine. Maybe even like your sexual excitement. We also enjoy to swim in very warm water and other liquids to rise our body temperature. If we are for some hours in the shadow, our temperature goes back to 30 to 33 degrees. This causes no harm to us, but we feel much better in the sun. We have artificial sunrooms in the underground caverns, but this is not the same for us like being out in the real sun. Previously, in the Lacerta files, she describes a row of back plates on her spine, which is a erogenous zone, for lack of a better term. And you'll notice that Investigate Islam, when he's describing from the Arabic these artificial females in the Muslim heaven, the position of the man and how he is over their backs, and how he is massaging or manipulating this erogenous zone on the back of the artificial female. Clearly it's the same thing as the reptiles. No different. It's the exact same thing. These Muslim men were deceived into believing that they had died. They were taken, I don't know, to a spaceship, to a cave, whatever. And they were said, hey man, have at it, and by golly they did. And this is probably where the story of the Muslim heaven came from. Most likely. But these men were undoubtedly deceived. They were probably destroyed and eaten after they had fulfilled whatever purpose they were destined to fulfill. But the cross-breeding between 2 different species, I had a hard time with that until I saw this.